Hey foodies, welcome back to Tamara Recipes. So today I am going to show you how I make this delicious pot of chicken soup. So I have some corn that I cut in some smaller pieces. I have my yellow yam, my Irish potato, I have my pumpkin and my seasoned chicken. No, I'm not using a lot of chicken. I cut them in big pieces though. I have a thigh, piece at the back, and chicken breast. Alright, so use any part of the meat you like, and if you don't want to season your chicken, then go ahead. But for me, I'm more flavor than my soup. Now I'm not making a lot of soup, so based on the amount that you'll be making, just double or triple the recipe. So first I am going to put on the water to prepare the soup. Alright, now the corn that I am using, it's soft, so me not go pressure my corn. Alright guys, so I have some water that is coming to a slow boil, so I'm gonna add the pieces of chicken first, and then I'm gonna add the corn with the chicken. I don't like to add the corn with the chicken, as I know I want the corn to have that flavor, but it's not optional. Okay, so after it comes to a boil, I'm adding the corn. Now even though you season your chicken and the chicken have, seasoning and flavor, you want to ensure that you add a little salt to your corn, to the water, sorry. If you don't add it, then the corn will be flavorless, and no matter how you cook the soup, it not gonna taste. Not gonna have no taste. The corn not gonna have no taste if you not add some salt at this point. Now, I love to season the pot throughout the cooking process, so I add some crushed garlic. Now, you add enough seasoning, because you know the natural season gives your soup or any food that I cook that amazing taste. Now I'm just prep my pumpkin, and I'm just gonna cut it in some smaller pieces. I do like to add some skin on the pumpkin as well. However, this time I did not add any. But bear in mind that the pumpkin have so much nutrients that the skin of the pumpkin has a lot of nutrients that you don't want to go to waste. Okay, so let's cut them in bite sizes so they can cook faster. I honestly didn't remember to leave the skin on until I finished peel the pumpkin. So now make a mistake that I made if you like to add skin on your pumpkin. So now I'm gonna add my pumpkin to the pot. The chicken and the corn cook for about 15 minutes. So now I add the pumpkin. Alright. So when I add the pumpkin, if you were using carrot at this point, then I could add the carrot with it. I sometimes don't like the carrot in my soup, but that's just my choice. So here I'm adding some more fresh garlic, as me say. The more seasoning, the better. Alright, so more scallion, more thyme. Add some pimento seeds as well, but I saving the pimento seeds for the last part. Alright, but just add the seasons as you go along. So now I'm adding the salt, guys. So make sure to add some salt. As you can, not have no taste. And trust me, that no nice. Unless you're a person who is okay with that. But for me, I love when my corn have a little flavor. So I made my dough. I prepped my Irish and my yam. Now bear in mind that for me, I really love the broth of the soup, but I love my dumpling in my soup. Even if I don't have no yam or no Irish, but I see the dumpling, I have to have my dumpling. So I'm gonna test if the pumpkin is fully cooked or if it's fork tender. It is, so I'm gonna remove them from the pot, and then I'm gonna crush them, and then I add them back to the pot. I don't like to see the pumpkin in my soup. I love when it crushed and make the soup rich, thick, and nice. Now some persons they blend the pumpkin instead of boiling it. So if you prefer that method, then at your kitchen, so go ahead. But for me, I love do it that way here. Okay, guys. So I'm just gonna remove all the pumpkin, and then I'll proceed to crushing my pumpkin. Okay, so either ways, the soup still go nice once I follow these steps. So I have other soup recipes that I will leave in the description box. All the links will be there. So if you're interested, please to check it out. Okay, so adding my ground provisions now, and as me say, if you want a chocho or anything you want to add to the soup, then add to your liking. Okay, so if you don't want to cook a big pot of soup, you know, say you have to double or triple the recipe. But for me, I just 3 people in my family, so this amount is fine, alright? So I'm not really fancy a very big dumpling in my soup, but at the same time, I don't want it too small. But if you like a dumpling to be bite sizes, then go ahead, alright? Mine is a little bigger than bite size, but it's fine for me. Okay, so I made some cornmeal dumplings. So if you like, I could have made the white flour dumpling, but I don't like white flour dumpling in my soup. So whichever dumpling I like, guys, add it. If you want to put some whole wheat dumpling, you can as well. But not lie, if you love dumpling like me, you can't make a soup and not put none in there. So I'm gonna let it come up to a boil while I crush the pumpkin. Okay, so crush it until it turns to baby food. Alright, the finer or the softer you mash your pumpkin, or the more you mash your pumpkin, then the richer your soup will be. Because you know, as you add it to the pot, it's gonna have that nice vibrant color. Yes, guys. So remember that if you're gonna make more soup than me, then you know you'd have to go double up on the pumpkin as well. But this amount of pumpkin is good enough for the soup. Now remember, I didn't stir the pot with the dumpling as I added it, because I don't want a dumpling to be deformed. Alright, so allow it to come up to a boil so your dumpling can keep its shape, and then you want to stir. Okay, so now I'm gonna add my pumpkin puree, or my mashed pumpkin rather, and then we'll give it a nice mix. Yes, guys. So I'm not leave nothing in the bowl. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash for me in my kitchen. All nutrients is important. So I'm gonna make sure I scrape every bit of the pumpkin out of my bowl. Okay, so I'll give it a nice mix, and yeah. So I am gonna add some Maggi cock soup. I'm not ready to add it yet, guys. So if you choose another cock soup brand, or if you choose not to add any, then I don't know if that taste. Come, I always put it in my soup. I always put a soup mix in my soup, and my soup always nice. But everybody cook different. You can even add a chicken noodle flavor as well, but I always add the cock soup. So here I'm gonna add it. Now if you like, you could always use a sieve to remove all of that noodle, but me love the noodle, so I always put it in my soup, and it do give the soup a richer texture as well. So if you don't want to put it in there, if you don't want your soup extremely thick, but me love when my soup thick, I don't want it for running. So when you add the pumpkin mix, your cock soup mix, sorry, and you allow it to come up to a boil, then you're gonna taste and see what it needs. Because even though you had it, guys, you might have to add some more seasoning. Alright, so ensure that you do that after you finish adding it and it starts boiling. Now it has that nice beautiful yellow color that I love so much. So I taste mine, and it needs some flavor, so I add some all-purpose seasoning. Sorry, some chicken seasoning. You can add the all-purpose seasoning. You can add some vegetable seasoning. I'm also gonna add some black pepper. I'm gonna add more for seasoning, guys, but my black pepper, I love it in my soup. So if you don't want it in your soup, then just omit. Okay, now still taste it, because everybody tastes but different. What if you feel like you want to add a little salt? Because you know the salt add flavor. So what if you feel like you want to add some salt too? Then go ahead and add a little pinch of salt, because the salt, you know, balance everything and make it nice. But you know, if you don't want to add it, guys, and if you don't want your soup salty, then you don't have to. Alright, so instead of the salt, I add some salted butter. Now the butter is optional, but me love to add little butter in my soup as it has that nice flavor. Cause you know butter make everything taste nice. Yes guys, or rather fat. Give food flavor. Okay, but you don't want too much fat. Alright? So just taste as you go along, and if you want to add some more, then make a soup happy guys. Alright, so at this point my soup. Yes guys, so the soup looking amazing guys. You know, it smells really good, and you know it tasted even better. Now for me kind of weird. Me not really eat the meat in the soup, so me not really add the meat in my soup. But what if you're a person who love your meat and you want to full up a pot of meat? Then no problem. But for me, I don't love meat in a soup. I don't know if it's because it has that white color. I don't know, but I don't like it. Once I get the nutrients from the meat, then alright. So yes guys, so this is the end product. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell others about Tamara recipes. Send them come. I'm waiting. And when you're done doing all of that, tell me where you want to see me cooking next in my kitchen. And from my kitchen to your kitchen, please do enjoy the recipe. And if you try it, don't forget to comment down below and tell me what you think about the recipe. And you know, like, if I share with others and they enjoy the recipe as well, and they're free to comment as well, because I love to hear from everybody. You know, I love an honest and respectable comment, so don't be afraid to do so. Okay guys, so I want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all the support I have been receiving towards my channel. Please continue to support me as I continue to make awesome content. Stay blessed and go and big up on yourself straight.